Welcome to my B&B Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video thumbs up. Hope's shocking discovery of Luna's connection to Deacon and Sheila's betrayal. Updates and the bold and the beautiful hint that Hope Logan might uncover the deceit of Sheila Sharp. Is it possible that Hope is the one who reveals Grandma Sheila's buried ties to Luna Nozawa and Deacon Sharp? Deacon acknowledged that Sheila wants to date Luna, so it's not that he doesn't know. Deacon recognized Sheila's desire to develop a relationship with Luna in the episode that aired on, which is not to say that he does not comprehend her need for family connections. However, in light of Luna's actions toward his friends at Illinois Giardino, he believes Sheila is aware that such a connection is impossible. In fact, Sheila made a 90-degree turn following the granddaughter reveal. Deacon is certain that the situation is under control because he has definitively established boundaries with an ultimatum. He reassured Hope that Sheila chose her husband over her granddaughter when faced with difficult choices. Hope, on the other hand, has her doubts about Sheila's determination to keep Luna apart, which could make her a significant character in this story. Hope might be the one to realize that Sheila isn't following the rules when it comes to Luna. Since Hope's concerns about Sheila's possible connection to Luna are highlighted in B&B, it appears that she might be the one to discover the truth. Deacon isn't aware that Sheila is secretly developing a relationship with Luna, but this can't last forever. Eventually, Deacon will discover that Sheila is still associating with the woman responsible for the downfall of Tom Starr and Paul Hollis Hollister. More importantly, Sheila deceived Deacon by claiming that their marriage was her top priority. Deacon will probably discover that Sheila never intended to end her relationship with Luna because she has been keeping that relationship going all along. Hope is sure to tell her father about Sheila's lies about Luna because she knows that even he could be in danger from Luna. The truth about Sheila and Luna's relationship might be revealed to Hope in a tender moment. There are plenty of chances for Hope to see for herself just how close Sheila and Luna have become, whether it's through a warm hug or laughing together over drinks at the restaurant. Before returning to Deacon with her findings, she could observe their connection. Even though Deacon believes that Sheila is loyal to him, he will eventually have to deal with harsh reality. Upcoming spoilers for the CBS soap suggest that Hope may inform Deacon about troubling news concerning Sheila's deceit. Carter intensifies efforts to restore Hope. The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Hope Logan may decide that reconciling with Liam Spencer is in her best interest once Carter Walton learns that Deacon Sharp is pressuring her to do so. Hope feels betrayed by Carter, who wants an opportunity to right the wrongs. Carter will undoubtedly intensify his efforts to reclaim her. Hope Logan is coming to terms with where she went wrong. When it comes to women, Liam might be inconsistent. However, Liam didn't do half of what he could have done. In no way did Liam betray Hope by falling for a different woman, as she did with Thomas Forrester. Hope was getting tired and wanted more. Hope, on the other hand, ended up ruining her life on her own in the end. Thomas aspired to wed Hope and provide for her in any way he could. Hope, on the other hand, was ultimately unprepared to commit to Thomas. Before moving on with someone else, Thomas gave Hope several chances. Steffi Forrester played a significant role in Thomas' decision to split up and leave town. Carter Walton is committed to getting a second chance. Carter is of the opinion that Hope is his soulmate and that he ought to have another opportunity with her. Hope, on the other hand, simply does not see that possibility. Hope believes that Carter betrayed her not only by returning Forrester creations to her, but also by failing to support her in the same way that she has him. Hope doesn't think Carter really loves her. Is Carter just using Hope to advance his goals? Brooke Logan has been open with Carter about his feelings for Hope. Brooke, on the other hand, thinks Carter needs to express his emotions more. After all, Hope saw that Carter let another person kiss him. Carter ought to be setting limits, but he isn't. Will Carter be able to resolve this issue and will it assist him in regaining Hope? Liam Spencer and Hope Logan have a child together. Together, Hope and Liam have a child. Hope's desire to see Liam again may be heightened by this. Besides, Hope has been thinking a lot lately about Liam. Hope still has no idea that Liam is having any problems. When Hope discovers the truth, what will take place? Will Hope come back to Liam and make a promise to make his final days the best they can be? At one point, Hope and Liam were in a better position. Even when he returned, Liam pleaded with Hope to give him another chance. At the time, Hope admitted her love for Carter and refused to get back together with Liam. Now that Hope has been away from Carter for some time, will this alter? Is Liam just a place to relax, or does Hope want him back? Fans demand a new love interest without Steffi ties because they believe Logan deserves a fresh start. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful are urging Hope Logan to find love with a person who has no connection to Steffi. Viewers believe that Hope ought to have a devoted partner who is completely hers after she lost her job, her fashion line, and her relationship with Carter. Fans rally against steady ties for new love interest in Hope Logan deserves a fresh start. Fans of B and B have had enough of the endless love triangles between Hope and Steffi and want a fresh start for the Logan heiress. Hope Logan is at a crossroads that fans believe is the ideal opportunity for a fresh start after enduring the devastating loss of her fashion line, her job at Forrester Creations, and her relationship with Carter Walton. Passionate pleas for the writers to introduce a love interest who has no connection to Steffi Forrester are rife on social media. This would be a first in Hope's turbulent romantic history. Hope deserves better, fans say. The sentiment among viewers is unmistakable. The rivalry between Steffi and Hope has been thoroughly ruined. Gracegirl, a fan, put it perfectly. I think the show has run this Steffi-Hope feud into the ground for such a long time that continuing it is more cringe-worthy than entertaining. Preach. A one-woman man that loves only Hope and has no ties relationship to Steffi, and will never worship Steffi, a viewer wrote. Fans are begging for someone who is solely dedicated to Hope after years of watching Hope share men with her stepsister, from Liam Spencer ping-ponging between them to Thomas Forrester's complicated family ties. And is it fair to blame them? Emotionally, Hope has been put through its paces. She has been slandered, fired, humiliated, and called dirty names on a regular basis, as one passionate viewer noted, all while attempting to maintain her dignity. The poor woman needs a defender who doesn't carry Forrester's baggage. The Hope debate goes on, however. Not everyone is in favor of a brand new beginning. The Thope group continues to hold out hope for a reunification. Dallas Girl, a devoted follower, asserted, Thomas loves his sister, but if he comes back and Hope makes a commitment to him, I feel he will back her. Please ring to have Thope returned. Others, on the other hand, quickly pointed to the obvious issue. Thope will never work because his sister Steffi hates Hope fervently. And herein lies the problem that has enraged fans for many years. Hope will never truly be able to escape the Forrester drama as long as she is romantically involved with anyone in Steffi's circle. Who might be Hope's ideal match? Even though there has been no official announcement of any new hunks, there is a lot of speculation about who might seduce Hope. Will Spencer is being considered by some fans because he is young, attractive, and despite being Bill's son, he does not have the same complicated relationship with Steffi as Liam does. Others want a completely new character who doesn't have any ties to the Spencer or Forrester families. Perhaps a successful entrepreneur from outside the fashion industry? A physician? A creator? Fans are eager to see Hope forge her own path away from the never-ending cycle of drama at Forrester because the possibilities are endless. The show could be revived with a new start. The Bold and the Beautiful, let's face it, could use some new blood. I cannot believe they have gotten rid of Wyatt, Thomas, RJ, and even Hollis, yet gotten rid of no female characters, and instead added Luna, Poppy, Taylor, and Daphne, a fan named Mattis noted. It's possible that introducing a dynamic new male character just for Hope will cause the best possible change. After all, the same love triangles can be seen so many times before they become tiresome. Hope, not her ties to Steffi or the Forrester dynasty, deserves a chance to build something genuine with someone who sees her. It would be refreshing to see her find happiness on her own terms after everything she has gone through. Eric's magic, Steffi's decision, Liam's death sentence. A preview clip for The Bold and the Beautiful reveal has been made available for the week of April 21, 2025. It depicts Steffi Forrester Finnegan requesting to be Liam Spencer's doctor. Liam, on the other hand, is against accepting the death penalty. Cricket Blair and Ridge Forrester listen to Eric Forrester discuss magic and mystery at a fashion show. Continue reading, and let's talk about the upcoming episodes of the CBS soap opera. The decision of Steffi Forrester Finnegan Steffi and John Finn Finnegan have a conversation in the preview clip for next week. Steffi has just found out that her ex-husband has a brain tumor, and she is crying. Just as Liam was promising to always be there for Kelly Spencer, Steffi found out. Steffi informs her husband that she should inform Liam of his condition. Sadly, the growth in Liam's brain is irreversible and irreversible. Unless something miraculous happens, Liam will never recover. Unacceptance of Liam Spencer. He will be shocked when Steffi tells him about Liam's prognosis. Liam, on the other hand, is determined to live. Liam asserts that he will not accept the death penalty. Steffi might be worried, but I think Finn will step in to save the day. Finn was a hero alongside Eric and Thomas Forrester. He could also perform a miracle for Liam. At the same time, Liam's rejection brings back memories of Eric's mysterious illness. So, I wonder if this storyline will cover some of the same themes as Liam. The magic of Eric Forrester the Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Eric is also seen talking to Ridge and Cricket in the preview clip. The three are at a fashion show put on by Forrester Creations. Eric refers to a little mystery and a little magic as models strut by and cameras click in the background. Additionally, Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt will make appearances for the fans. In 2006, MTV's The Hills explored the couple's relationship. 2 years later, the couple tied the knot. These are just two of the special guests who will be appearing at the fashion show. Hope Logan had grown tired of the constant emotional tug-of-war that had characterized much of her adult life, the unending triangle with Steffi Forrester, Liam Spencer's erratic loyalty, and the intricate entanglements with the Forrester dynasty. However, nothing could have prepared her for the web of deceit and betrayal that she was about to unravel, a revelation that would not only shake her entire world, but it would also have repercussions throughout all of Los Angeles, Forrester Creations, and Illinois Giardino. At the center of everything, Sheila Carter, the notorious master manipulator who wore a smile and had a penchant for destruction. Hope's shocking discovery about Sheila's hidden connection to Luna Nozawa and Deacon Sharp was not just another scandal. Rather, it was a bombshell that had the potential to break up families, break up relationships, and reveal a new side of Sheila that no one could have imagined. It all started innocently when Hope entered Illinois Giardino's outdoor patio on a quiet afternoon in search of some solitude and fresh air, only to witness a moment that would alter everything. Luna and Sheila were sitting there, softly laughing and clinking sparkling cider glasses, not with the distance and discomfort of acquaintances but with the intimate ease of family. Unmistakable signs of a deeper bond than friendship include a lingering gaze, a shared joke, and a gentle hand pat. Hope's eyes widened, her heart skipped a beat, and the weight of the implications began to fall on her shoulders in that frozen instant. After the whole ordeal with Hollis' dismissal and Tom Starr's poisoning, she had suspected Sheila wasn't telling Deacon the whole truth. But this was completely different. It was a betrayal not only to Deacon but also to everyone else who had even a sliver of trust in Sheila. Hope silently retraced her steps and left before she could be seen, her thoughts racing with questions. What was Luna thinking about having with Sheila? She had no idea how dangerous this woman was. Or, even worse, was she aware of the connection from the beginning? As Hope began her own private investigation, she dug through old conversations, re-examined odd behaviors, and recalled moments with Luna, Poppy, and Sheila in her mind. This only made the questions more numerous. The recent tension between Deacon and Sheila, Luna's vague references to needing to understand her roots, and Poppy's nervous glances whenever Luna mentioned Illinois Giardino all started to fit together. The horrifying truth that Luna Nozawa was not just an innocent bystander in Sheila's world was quickly revealed by Hope. Sheila had been cultivating that connection behind Deacon's back because she was connected, possibly even related by blood. Deacon, who had supported Hope through thick and thin, was now being conned by the very woman he had put everything on the line to marry. Hope was aware she needed to tell him. How, though? How do you inform your father that the woman he married not only lied to him, but she may also be grooming a protégé or, even worse, another accomplice in the form of a young woman connected to one of the restaurant's most tragic failures? Deacon believed that when it came time to choose between Hope and Luna, he had set firm boundaries with Sheila. But it was now abundantly clear that Sheila had never stopped seeing Luna. She just got better at concealing it. Hope went to her father with this information. As she described the scene she had witnessed, the timeline she had constructed, and her gut-wrenching fear that Sheila was luring Luna further into her toxic circle, her voice cracked. Deacon initially resisted. He offered Sheila his support, asserted that she had transformed, and cited the numerous sacrifices she had made to be a part of his and Hope's lives. But Hope's words started to sink in gradually. He was beginning to see it, as evidenced by the tension in his jaw and the glint of doubt in his eyes. The devastation on Deacon's face was palpable when he finally confronted Sheila, when she could not deny it, when her face fell and her silence spoke volumes. Again, he had been betrayed by a woman he loved rather than a stranger. Additionally, Hope experienced a change that instant. She was no longer merely the daughter or the unfortunate victim. She was the one who brought Sheila Carter to light and might have been able to save her father's life. However, the effects did not end there. Carter Walton came back into the picture as Hope navigated the emotional minefield of her family's collapse. It was possible that Brooke or Ridge had told him that Deacon had been encouraging Hope to reconcile with Liam Spencer. Even though Hope had her doubts about Carter, especially after he betrayed her at Forrester Creations, she couldn't deny the attraction she still had for him. However, her heart was tense. Her child's father, Liam, was dying. The devastating, inoperable, and aggressive terminal brain tumor was revealed swiftly. Steffi, who was always Liam's most important person, wanted to tell him. However, Liam resisted the diagnosis and clung to life with the same stubbornness to which he had previously clung to his family. Hope was torn between compassion for Liam's present and anger toward his past. Kelly's father was him. He had been her husband previously. He was now slipping away. Hope sat next to Liam while the machines hummed and he drifted in and out of consciousness at the hospital. Her hand was on his. She whispered about their daughter, summers spent together laughing, promises made and broken, and other memories. Even though a portion of her was aware that she was powerless to save him, another portion of her remained hopeful. Carter, on the other hand, stepped up his game. He went to Brooke, told her how he felt, and said that he still thought Hope was his soulmate. Brooke was cautious because she wanted to be there for her daughter, but she also told Carter that what people do is more important than what they say. In point of fact, Hope vividly recalled the moment she witnessed another woman kiss Carter, when the betrayal still stung. Carter, however, persisted. He brought flowers. Voicemails were left. Showed up at the fashion show where Hope made her first public appearance since the scandal broke. At the same show, Eric Forrester, Aflaway's a poet, talked about magic and mystery, referring to the strange miracles that saved him and might just save Liam. Despite all of her internal conflict, Hope once more found herself at a crossroads. Fans who had had enough of watching Hope play second fiddle in the Steffi saga posted pleading messages all over social media. They wanted a fresh start and a new love interest who didn't have any ties to the Spencers or Forrests. A daring doctor, a daring entrepreneur, and even an international creative artist were all suggested. But whoever he was, his fans were all in agreement that he had to be just Hope's. Men no longer need to carry Steffi baggage. One user cried. Another echoed, Hope deserves to be someone's first choice, not their fallback. And Hope started to feel it herself, that yearning for something fresh and unique to her. She thought back on her past, including her haphazard relationship with Thomas Forrester, her numerous heartbreaks with Liam, and her fragile trust with Carter. She wanted more. She required more. She desired love, but not just any love. She wanted love that was peaceful. Like the truth, like a new day after a long period of storms. Hope stood tall even as the drama centered on Luna's enigmatic ties to Sheila became public. Poppy got caught up in the scandal, and Deacon struggled with grief and rage. She wasn't a damsel in distress for the first time in a long time. She was powerful. An honest person. A survivor, a daughter, and a mother. One thing was certain, even though the future remained uncertain, Hope Logan was no longer waiting for someone else to choose her. She was prepared to make the decision to live the life she deserved, when and on her own terms. Hope Logan walked down the runway, not as a model but as a symbol. As the lights went out, Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag waved to the crowd. Eric Forrester toasted to fashion's legacy, magic, and the future. Of transformation. Of authority, of optimism, yes, she would mourn her loss. However, she would also celebrate the newfound clarity to break out of toxic cycles, her courage to embrace the unknown, and her newfound sense of purpose. Hope was ready to take care of Liam during his final days, start a new relationship with her father despite being betrayed, or meet a new love who saw her for the amazing person she was. Prepared to disprove the lies. Ready to alter her narrative. And finally prepared to assume the role of leading lady in her own life. Nothing could have prepared Hope Logan for what she was about to discover, the full extent of Sheila Carter's betrayal and the deeply entangled web of connections that bound Luna Nozawa to Deacon Sharp.